Does anyone have a question? As difficult as 2025 was, I think everybody here has grown in their life. People look in many ways very different than they looked at the end of last year. And I think that is a very wonderful thing. But we all have to realize that growth is incremental. There's no limitation to the amount of energy and when it comes to cosmic and spiritual energy. And we have to take it literally a step at a time. And going into a new year is a very good time to take that step at a time. Best way to do it is to treat the new year as a friend. Overcome the fear of the future, overcome the fear of uncertainty, overcome the fear of, not knowing what's going to happen and, all that stuff that goes on in the human mind, success, et cetera, financial problems, and step into 2026 and as a friend. It's coming to teach us what we need to learn to grow. That's his purpose. And if we approach it that way, every aspect of it, the good, the bad, whatever we like and don't like, just becomes a teacher. And we realize, hey, why do I see the world that way? And I think the reason people see the world that way is they see a reflection of themselves. We all have some kind of war going on inside us. We all have tension, conflict. Uh, Many people are literally, so it's like people going hungry around. People are starving to death for spiritual work. They're starving to death. They're malnutritious spiritually in themselves. They look out at the world and they see all this stuff, not realizing the only way this world is going to ever change is that people have to change inside themselves. You can comment all you want on what you think is right or wrong about the politics and the economics. And yeah, it's a lot of bullshit, mostly because there's just a lot of bullshit inside of people. And they project it out onto the world. And we have to live with that. And we all have a lot of bullshit inside us. And you want the world to change, you have to change inside. And if a human being makes that effort to change inside, they begin to see a different world. They no longer see an enemy. They no longer, identify with all the negativity. What is it teaching me about what I have to do about myself? That's the miracle of 2026. What will it teach each and every one of us? What we have to do about ourselves. Instead of going in there and fighting another battle with life, nobody wins that battle. The only battle you can win is transforming your inner self. And then you see a different world. You see a world that is no longer the enemy, it's your teacher. It's teaching you how to open deeper inside, transforming all that negativity into something positive. And I think that's what 2026 has to offer all of us, every one of us. And we stop rattling around in our brain about all the problems in the world and how we know better, and we don't. We really don't. And if you want to find out how to know better, fix yourself, fix the internal world. That will show you a different reality. And then it might touch somebody else. How did you do this, Lisa? Oh my God, you mean I can fix all of this madness running around inside me? Yes, you can fix it. And I'm not naive about the problems that go on in the world. There's a lot of crap, wars being fought, ridiculous wars over nothing, you know, and just stupid. It's all stupid. But there's also something stupid in me. And I have to learn what all of these things have to teach me about me and how I have to change inside. Now, if you had 8 billion people doing this, we'd have paradise on earth. We really would. This place would be so extraordinary, you know? Probably wouldn't need politics if 8 billion people would do this. The whole energy here would change. But I'm also not naive enough to think that 8 billion people are going to do it. But you and I have an opportunity to do that, to use 2026 as a teacher showing us what we have to do to get closer to God. Does anyone have a question I would like to? I hope it's clear what I'm talking about. I mean, you can't fix Maya. It's an illusion. Everything you see in the external world is an illusion. The only thing real about it is that it shows you, it's a mirror of the Maya that exists in oneself. That you can change. That you can fix. That's what meditation is for, to fix. And you get to a place where who's right and who's wrong. I don't know who's right or wrong. I do know that I have to listen to life. It's not the only thing I do know. I have to listen to life. Life is teaching me all the time what I have to do to grow inside and get closer to God and free myself from all of this Maya, this illusion that imprisons so many, everybody. Does anyone have a question? And this is not easy to do. I'm not saying what I'm talking about is you can do this, in the batting of an eye. This takes incredibly deep commitment to an inner life, to a spiritual life, to transcending the illusion of the world. This is probably the single most difficult thing to do, mostly because we're conditioned, you understand, to try to fix all the Maya. From the time we're born, We're conditioned to be right. We know better. And none of us do. So if we listen, we can learn not how to know better, but how to fix the one place that can really be fixed, the inner life of a human being, chakra system. That requires commitment. Nobody's going to fix their chakra system coming to one meditation a month. Nobody's going to fix themselves inside, doing it as a pastime. It has to be a sincere commitment. Whether it's what I teach or somebody else teaches, there has to be a commitment. Does anyone have a question? So at midnight tonight, shake hands with 2026. Welcome it as a brother, as a teacher, as a friend. I mean that. Shake hands with it. Open your heart to it and say, okay, I know it's going to be good, bad, and different than what you're going to teach me. Don't teach me what I think I know. Teach me how to get rid of the things I think I know so I can grow to a much higher place inside myself. Does anyone have no questions? Oh my God, what's going on here?
Stuart, I don't have a question, but I want to say thank you. Thank you for a wonderful 2025.
You're welcome, Bob. And also thank you, Bob. You've grown. I mean, look, I've known you for, how many lifetimes now, and you have grown more in the last year than I ever saw you grow, Bob. I mean that. God bless you. Keep doing it. Step into 26, shake hands with it and say, okay, what are you going to teach me? God bless you. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask?
Mike, this is Carol. My question was going to be about changing old patterns, but I think you talked about it already.
I've been talking about it for, how long have I known you, Carol?
A long
What,
time,
25 years now?
at
Maybe
least that.
more. I've been talking about it from the day you met me. Now, what I'm going to ask you one question. Carol, why don't you start listening, learning, let it absorb inside, let it become part of your inner life? Because I've been talking I talked about this in the 1980s when I was on 13th Street and Broadway. I don't know if you were with me then. But Fourth Avenue certainly talked about. I've been talking about this forever. It now is coming from a deeper place. It's a place that I never heard me talk about it from this kind of depth. But it's an essential thing if you truly want to get free in life. So I think I have a question, Carol. All right, I asked it already. Listen, let it absorb. It'll transform you, and it won't take a long time for you to get transformed.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? And Happy New Year, everybody. God bless you all. Thank you for being in my life. And thank you for attending these classes. And there'll be a class actually tomorrow at 1 o'clock and also at 7:30 tomorrow evening. So bless you. Have a wonderful year. And listen, learn something. because life has so much to teach us. So much. We're not born here to know better than life. We're born here to learn what life has to teach us. And that'll bring humility, it'll bring gratitude, it'll bring a strength in you that you probably have never experienced before. And I mean that. So thank you and bless you all. And I'll see you in 26.
Thank you, sir.
That's great.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you,
Thank
Stuart.
you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Good night.
Good night.